The finals is getting a ton of Season 6 teasers, which do include some additional Easter eggs. We might also be seeing CNS's Return, which has basically almost been confirmed at this point. We'll also look at some of the future cosmetics, as well as maybe potential Season 6 theming. And of course, as always, we'll go over some last minute mentionables. We got a ton to talk about. What's up, world? It's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. Okay, so jumping right into it, let's get into some of the teasers we've seen so far. Then we'll combine and connect everything together and see how that kind of applies to Season 6, as well as just some future teasers. Now, I did go over this in my last video, but this is all stemming from that recent Dissun teaser, as there is a lot to go over in that video. They've been uncovering different details, as well as highlighting different aspects of it, as there's even been things inside the files, there's been things inside the video, as well as even file names. So this first one is very obvious here, and it's kind of been pointed out, at least overall. And that's where Rob did actually post some official art of Dissun. So this wasn't actually in the trailer itself or the trailer file name, as that's through YouTube, but the imagery from the trailer and the official art that was posted from that has a text layer name and a text layer text that reads out and spells out essentially CNS. So as you see that here, Embark Rob is actually teasing a bit of CNS here. As you'll see, Rob is also talking about CNS here, where someone says excited for CNS, and he does also type the phrase back. So it's basically being like all but confirmed here that we're essentially going to get some type of CNS return. Now, is that going to be with Season 6? Is that going to just be a trailer? Or even just Battle Pass cosmetics in general? We don't know for sure there. But I'd say in combination here with some other things, it's more than likely going to be the case. Now, we've also had what looks like to be a person that people are trying to track down, or at least an imagery of a head that was located inside of the trailer. Now, originally this was just kind of green and gray scaled, but people have since colorized this image, where we even have an ad here saying missing, have you seen this person? And it is being posted by the finals Easter egg hunters. We've had some people point out that it might be Isaac Newton, or it actually does seem to somewhat relate to the teaser trailer, as this one kind of showcases at least a spaceship, or what looks like a space launch ship. Isaac Newton is basically known for his 3 laws of motion, or the basic principles of modern physics. People have related it to astronomy, as well as just gravity in general. I do believe that one makes the most sense there. It also could be 2 different individuals here from at least my little bit of research. There is Johannes Kepler, but who I think it mostly looks like is Robert Hooke. Now, both of these people are mathematicians as well as astronomers. Either way, I think it relates to astronomy. I think we can kind of make that conclusion here, or at least some type of physics and mathematician based. CNS is all about numbers, so I'm pretty sure this all relates together. These people were also all around the same timeline: Isaac Newton, Robert Hooke, and even Johannes Kepler. They were all 17th century or 1600s astronomers. So again, maybe more relatance into there, maybe there's some more aspects about that. Although from the teasers, it looks like more futuristic, and CNS is of course a futuristic organization. Not sure if that's going to relate into a new map, or relate to our current maps as we have right now. Of course, we also have this post here that talks about the rocket launch pad and a weird looking oil tower, or a futuristic space theme. So yeah, overall I do think that the next season will have some type of space theming to it, at least for the Battle Pass. From the little bit that I know about Season 6, which isn't that much, more than likely, yes, it could be a new map, or it could even be a rework of maps in CNS theme. We'll have to wait and see on that. Again, I don't know for sure. I don't know that much about Season 6, but the tiny bit that I was teased, it could seem like it was related to that. So I definitely do think that people are on the right track there. We also have this post here, people asking for astronaut skins. There have been people that have already kind of made an astronaut looking skin, or at least some combinations there. Now, these were done many months ago, and these are over on the Finals Runway subreddit. You can check that out. Of course, I'll showcase mine at the very end, the one that I do through my Discord. But yeah, I definitely think we're going to get some futuristic theming here, especially with CNS. I'm sure there'll be a ton of more information that does come out between now and then, and I will cover that in the future. Jumping over and talking about community posts, we do have this one here. This person asks, do the devs plan to make custom games better? As this commenter does point out, they've already said on the Discord they're planning an overhaul to private match system for next season, and that does actually come hand in hand with the announcement of 2025 Major, so that should be here in a few months. They also did basically confirm this in the dev interview that the primary focus, or a lot of the focus for Season 6, is going to be on private matches. That's when the overhaul is coming, so they are for sure coming with Season 6, at least as far as I know. It does seem like that entire system is going to be reworked. There was a lot of questions to devs if we'd be able to customize certain things. I don't remember for sure, but I do believe we might even get the ability to just start custom games by yourself. You might not even need another player anymore. I do believe that was at least talked about. I'm not for sure if they confirmed that. But overall, it does seem like Season 6 is going to get a massive overhaul to custom games. Especially because, yeah, we're going to get that 2025 major. I also do believe they're going to do a bunch of overhaul stuff with the spectator mode. They might have even talked about that officially, but I do believe that was also covered in the dev Q&A. Moving on here, I have had a ton of comments. I also did run a poll about what would bring in new players. A lot of people have always commented and talked about that marketing needs to be pushed. Although if you look here on this community post where it says the game needs better marketing, they do point out that all marketing is good marketing, and there's a ton of promotion on Reddit. There's also been some promo work done on the PlayStation and even Steam store, but it does look like we are getting some more push from marketing there. So people that were asking about that, it does look like we are getting more of a push there. I've also now seen several advertisements on Reddit as well while using it and browsing for this stuff. So yeah, at this point I do believe that we are going to be getting a lot of marketing for the finals, especially when that 2025 major does get here. I believe that's going to bring in a lot of marketing as well as just Twitch audience in general. Esports always jump to the top of any category. If you've noticed for Dota, League of Legends, even Fortnite, it always springs up and jumps up that category. So I do think that we'll see that with the finals as well for that, because there is such a big prize pool there and there's a lot of hint and push on esports. Although in that polling that I did run, it actually is kind of crazy, but they basically mirrored each other from the Discord all the way onto YouTube. It was essentially nearly the same percentages for every category, where new game modes and LTMs actually did win that out. So I am hoping, like they did in the beginning of Season 1 and Season 2, we do get more of that with the next season push. As I do feel like those fun limited time modes and just having some extra stuff there does actually bring casual audience in. And I do think that would help people get away from the sweatiness of regular matchmaking, as that's been kind of like some of the biggest complaints for newer players. So hopefully we do see that push there and get a little bit more of the LTMs, or at least different modes that kind of tie into the game. Last up, of course, as always, we do have those features for my Star Models page. This might be the most highly upvoted one ever, which is from Rift here, and he basically made Fortnite Jonesy. It's actually insane how close he mirrored this to the real one, given the cosmetics that we have in the current offering. So some really cool cosmetic features there overall. We also have a feature here from Dread, who showcases Spider-Man Noir. And yeah, this is another really good one. Really love how the cosmetics do allow you to mirror real life things, or even comics, or anything really in entertainment. Overall, some really decent ones there. Last up here, I am going to be doing another giveaway over on my Discord. Now, I did just give away 6 $10 worth of multi-bucks, so essentially a little over 1,000 multi-bucks to every single winner. However, I'm going to run that bundle giveaway again, and I'll be doing 2 again this time. So this will allow you to pick any single bundle or any single item and basically anywhere that you can buy it, as long as it can be purchased with multi-bucks. I will then gift that to you. Again, that includes one of any item, any bundle, or in the store page, as long as, again, that it can be purchased with multi-bucks, as everything else is a little bit harder to gift. I will run that giveaway over on my Discord, where one will require the level 1 roll, and another one you can do for anybody that just lurked. You can, of course, apply and get into both if you'd like, although if something happens like the same person wins both, I'll probably re-roll one. I'm going to give that one a couple days here so that my next videos can cover that as well, so more than likely I'll run that one for about 5 days. Overall, it should be covered for today's video. If you like, subscribe, and to the next. Deuces.